Hello there everyone and welcome back to DML Reborn. So today we are hatching the Ruptia clan dragon. So Ruptia helps us with hatching dragons and gives us a little bit of a shorter cooldown. So Ruptia does have quite a lot of uses during the solo events, but at the same time so does Chip. But you have to say, Ruptia is such a little cutie right now. But I'm glad that we can finally get a second clan dragon to add to our Android collection. We do also have another dragon as well that we're going to be adding to our game, and that is the little lightning dragon. So he is a rare dragon that we bred accidentally actually while trying to go for last week's dragon of the week. But he's a rare with the energy and wind elements, and thank goodness gracious we finally got one of these over with. But lightning dragons are fast and formidable. They rarely ever need to strike twice. What? I barely read any of that. I completely screwed up. Okay, apparently my mind is still a little bit dozy because I didn't wake up too long ago, admittedly. It's like 11 and I did wake up at like 10 or like half 9. So, you know, stay with me for now. I'm working on it, but we finally finished off the Surge Dragons collection with him now, which means we get 5 gems for it, which, you know, better than nothing, I suppose. But we got Baby Rhaeg here. And the reason that I'm so glad we got him is because rare dragons eluded me so much in my original playthrough. Like, it took so long to breed the Mercury and some of the other rares that I'm glad that we got this one out of the way. So then we can focus on getting the other ones as well without, hopefully, having to spend too much time on them. We probably should do at least a couple of fights though, because admittedly on Android I kinda have just been not really doing any of the blue map fights or any of the fights that I should be doing every day. And I do stress this all the time that you really should be doing these blue map fights and, you know, just progressing as far as you can in the map in general, because the further you go, the more rewards you get. So it does make sense, really, but, you know, I'm not someone that follows my own advice. Plus, when I have 2 accounts to take care of, you know, it kind of gets a little bit problematic trying to keep track of where I am in both. Especially when I've got stuff hatching in one game and I have to wait like 2 days and then I go to the other account and I'm like, didn't I just have a dragon? It's like, no wait, that's on the other account, never mind me. But, you know, like I was saying, rares and epics and that, I would much rather get all the epic dragons bred as quickly as possible, because even though anything up to rares is used in breeding pretty often, you know, the more epics we get, the more selection we're going to have for a good base team until level 30. So I kind of just want to get all the rares out of the way, then we can get all of the epics and that. And the reason I'm doing it in that order is because, apart from it just being like the logical sort of climb of what you should be breeding, most of the epics in the game you can breed using certain rares or uncommon dragons, or common dragons I should say. So, it makes sense that, you know, you breed the commons first, then you breed the uncommons, then you breed the rares, then you breed the epics, and then the legendaries, obviously, they only have select combinations that work really well to breed them. So, if you have every breedable dragon, your chances of breeding the legendary, like the Dragon of the Month, go up massively. I can't believe I missed that attack. Wow! It is not often that I miss attacks in this game. Like, people always say, how the heck do you get so many perfect hits? I'm like, I don't know, I just time it well. Well, obviously not me. But, yeah, if you're someone that struggles to breed legendaries, maybe it's the fact that you don't have enough of the other dragons, so you're never using a good enough combination for it, because, like, we already have the Dragon of the Month on Android right now, and we're level 30. And like I've said before, I was like level 64, I think, in my original account when I got my first legendary. And that was mostly just because I didn't really understand, like, what dragons I should be breeding first. I didn't really know the order, I didn't really understand how tough legendaries are to breed, or more so how simple they are to breed when you have a wide range of options. Because, like on Windows now, since I have every dragon that you can breed normally, I literally have my option of any dragon to use. And it doesn't take that long to breed all of the rares, actually. I always think that it takes much longer than it actually does, but genuinely, it doesn't take that long. It's like a couple of months max if you're actually playing this game consistently. So, my advice from today would be that get all the rares out of the way, get all the clan dragons out of the way if you can. You know, if you're level 25 to 30, you should have joined a clan by now, or you should have made your own. I know that it is tough to get people to join your clan if you're just like some random player, but you can advertise it on stuff like the gameloft forums or where else? There's Facebook. There's a lot of Facebook pages that let you do it. Google Plus or on the iOS store. There's a lot of places where you can post about it on there as well. But realistically, you should already have a clan if you're at least level 25. And I cannot stress how useful clans are, because aside from you being able to get advice from other players, at the same time, you can earn yourself clan dragons, compete in random clan events, get some more rewards, and it's basically as important as just doing your day-to-day stuff. And I know a lot of you are now going to go, well, what's your clan, Quacks? What's your clan, Quacks? I want to join. My clans are all full, I'm afraid. I only have 2 clans, really, and that is the one on PC and the one on Android, and both of those clans are full. I know that our Android clan wasn't full very long ago, but they are both completely and utterly full. And the Windows clan has a waiting list of like 30 people or something. So I'd say that for most people it's going to be like a good year until you'll be able to join the Windows clan if you sort of ask to join now. But you know, apart from just my clan, there are thousands of clans out there. Mine isn't the be-all, end-all, and honestly, I don't really bother with the clan stuff as much as I should, because I don't really play this game as much as I should if I wanted to do it the way that I'm telling you to. Because, you know, this is just one of those games that takes a long time to progress, but if you're coming back consistently every day, you can make good progress. Like, you genuinely can do a lot in a day on this game. It's just, you have to wait for your energy to replenish, make sure you're coming back straight away, doing all your fights, wait for your energy to replenish again, come back, do some more fights, and that can get a little bit tiresome after 2.5 years plus. But if you're someone that's just started playing, you can definitely get to level 30 in like a couple of weeks. It's not hard. But the real question is, do you want to keep playing after that point? Because a lot of people just start playing and then they're like, I really like this, and it lasts like a couple of weeks and then they just get bored. And no, I think that's the case with a lot of mobile games, but that's why you get so many players coming in and out, and that's why you get so many inactive clan members as well at the same time. So, you know, it is what it is really. There's not a whole lot else that we can do about that. And you know, I think we should do some arena fights, because when was the last time we actually did some arena fights? I think it was a good while ago, which is, again, not something that you should be doing. Like I say, follow what I say, not what I do. I am a big hypocrite when it comes to this game, admittedly, but I do know how to level up and what the best methods to level up are. I just don't follow it myself. So if anything, I guess I'm a bigger buffoon for just not doing the optimal method for things. And why are these fights so difficult? Like, this one's fine, level 17s and 16s, since Gabe's level 20, but, like, these guys, why are you such a high level? Get out of here. We're gonna poison this prairie, because he's the scariest dragon there, since he is the rare out of the two, which means he has higher base stats. Which is also something that you should be doing during your fights, thinking, what rarity type are the enemy dragons? Because we got the common boiling, we got the common war at the top, and then we got the rare prairie. And he also has 3 elements rather than just 2, which is the reason why we are prioritizing the prairie here. Like, most of the fights I do, it's not just random targeting of dragons, there genuinely is a reason why I'm targeting that one first. And make sure you're doing that with every fight you go into. It's easy to just mindlessly play DML and not really think about it, but I just find that utterly boring, and at the same time, you know, if you actually think, a lot of stuff just becomes a lot easier. I'm definitely one to just mindlessly play and then think, well, what have I done? Well, how have I actually lost this fight? But, you know, as long as you're focusing down the hardest dragon, or like the strongest dragon out of the enemy team, you're probably gonna be fine. Like this fight here, I'm not even sure if I need to Stone Shield, I'm gonna do it anyway. But this Regal Dragon in the center here, he is probably the scariest out of all of those because he is an epic and he has more elements than the other two and his stats are higher. Although I don't expect everyone to just automatically know like which dragon is the strongest out of the ones they're facing, but get used to the dragons, sort of get familiar with which ones do what types they have, and things like that, and eventually you'll find yourself doing a lot better. That's all it takes, just a little bit of thinking, which I know, I don't always like to think as well. And why are there level 40 dragons at this lake? Please, I'm a poor girl trying to slowly climb my way back up through the arena because I always forget to do it. But this is probably going to be our last fight for today then, but for now, thank you very much for watching, and, you know, I hope you take some of my advice to heart, or at least consider what I've said, because, you know, all I'm trying to do is help with your DML journey, and hopefully win you some extra fights. But for now, thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you then.